A few more topics are there in the manual testing. As those topics we are going to discuss in this weekend. From Friday, I will go to explain. Actually, I thought that today we are going to. So last weekend we are going to complete the manual testing portion. Unfortunately, it's not completed. We have the another 3 to 4 sessions of the manual testing portion is there. So you don't worry, I will going to cover those topics by this weekend from Friday, Saturday. I will take a little bit more time to cover those topics for us. Okay, right. Is it clear, everyone? So as I am asking that here, how many of the new students are there for the only automation testing? Swati Singh, Supriya, Sahil, Sailaja. Okay, Sailaja, after a long time you are attending class, I think. Yeah, okay. Navestri, Karthik, okay. Darshit. Darshit, Karthik, Navestri, Sailaja. Sahil, Sonal, and Supriya. You, you are the new to the automation testing class, right? Here in this batch.
Yes,
Okay. Supriya,
it is an
Switzerland,
ongoing
Malad.
class or what is?
Sonal, what
Hello.
is your doubt? No?
Yes, I am asking you asked for the that you are the new one. So I am asking it is already ongoing classes or this is the praise class today?
It is not first class, but you joined for manual testing, automation testing.
Automation.
Automation means first class it is. Previous students already who attended, those are attended for the manual testing, not for
Oh,
automation. Okay.
okay. So automation is
Mm.
going to commence from today itself.
Today, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let me clarify for my old students who are attending from the manual testing. Once I am saying that, yes, we have the few more topics in manual testing, which will be covered in this weekend for us. Okay, today, as I already announced that today we are going to start the automation testing. So we are going to start the automation testing concepts. Okay, so as a first session today, and someone is asking already doubt it is. Supriya asking doubt. Sir, I don't have the so sir, I am not having any idea about the testing field to is it necessary to learn the manual testing? See, without learning manual testing, directly automation testing, you can learn, but you should have the manual testing idea also. So job point of view at work environment. So you know some manual testing portion also. It is some basic idea if you have, that is better. But to learn automation testing, it is not mandatory. For job environment purpose, I'm saying that. So you should have the idea of the manual testing also because once you join in the company, every time they're not going to give the automation project. They may give manual testing project also. But interview can be on automation testing. Supriya, is it clear? Okay. Now, who are joined for the automation testing. Now, what is the automation testing we are going to learn here? Automation testing using Selenium with Java. This is what we are going to learn. Selenium with Java. I will give the course content first, which is sequence. What are the topics we are going to cover? Some students have a doubt, sir, we don't have the Java, are you going to cover those topics or not? Some students have the doubt, what are the frameworks we are going to cover? Even don't have the idea about the Selenium, first doubt they have. Are you going to cover the frameworks? Are you going to cover the CI tool or build management tool? So this thing first, content should be clear to you what we are going to discuss. First thing we are going to discuss here, introduction to automation testing. Introduction to automation testing. After this, in this introduction to automation testing, I will explain what is software testing, types of software testing. That is, what is manual testing, what is an automation testing, advantages and disadvantages of the manual testing and automation testing. How to decide which projects we can go for the automation testing. How to select the best automation tool for automation testing. Then automation testing team activities for a project. What type of activities automation testing team will perform? Next, we are going to discuss about the so what type of scenarios are preferred for the automation testing? What type of scenarios are preferred for automation testing? What type of scenarios are not preferred for the automation testing? Then after this, introduction to Selenium. Introduction to Selenium. After that, WebDriver configuration. WebDriver configuration. So here I will go and explain to you what are the software we have to download, from where we have to download, so how to install in our system, that will be explained detailed way, because without have the software you can't practice. Automation testing is completely practical orientation. You have to practice. WebDriver configuration. Then after this, I will go and explain the Java concepts part 1. Here, Java project structure. Java project structure. Like what is package, what is class, what is main method, then identifier, comments in Java, comments in Java, then variable declaration, constants declaration, data types in Java, data types in Java, string class, and methods. So these things, some basic Java concepts we are going to discuss. After this Java concepts are completed, then we'll go for the WebDriver concepts. That is Selenium, nothing but WebDriver. Working on different browsers. Working on different browsers. Then browser interaction commands. Browser interaction commands. Browser interaction commands. After that, locators. Locators are addressing web elements. Locators are addressing web elements. After that, again Java concepts will be discussed. Java concept part 2. Here we have to discuss about the operators in Java, like arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, increment decrement operators, increment decrement operators, assignment operator, these things. Operators we are going to discuss. Then using scanner class to read the keyboard inputs or for dynamic data submission, we can go for the scanner class. Then flow control statements like conditional statements, conditional statements, then loop or iterative statements, loop or iterative statements. After that, arrays, one dimensional array, two dimensional array, object array, then collections in Java, array list, hash set, then hash map, hash set, hash map, these things. After that, we go for the again Selenium concepts. So where we are going to discuss here with these concepts, Java concepts, now we can able to develop the script to validate the application. Working on different browsers, different web elements, working on web elements such as edit box or text box, push button, check boxes, radio buttons, drop downs, drop downs. Like two kind of drop downs are there. Auto suggest drop downs. Then we'll have the static drop downs. Static drop downs. Two categories. After this, working on hyperlinks. See, all these things are different kind of applications. I will show the lot of examples so that you are going to get the confident how to develop the automation test script in the real time for a given scenario that knowledge are going to get, confident are going to get. Then working on web table, working on calendar. They're the complicated elements. Working calendar, uh, reading system date. Yeah, taking the screenshot of defect, taking the screenshot of defect. Then exception handling using try catch block. WebDriver validation commands. WebDriver validation commands. Working on frames. So working on multiple windows. Working on frames. Working on multiple windows. Then working on pop-ups. We have two categories of pop-ups. One is web-based pop-ups. Second one is Windows-based pop-ups. Web-based pop-ups. Again, three types we have. HTML pop-ups are there. Second one, Java alerts are there. Third one is authentication pop-ups are there. The web-based pop, these are three categories. Coming to the Windows-based pop-ups. First one here, using robot class we can do. Second one is the possibility auto IT tool we can use, or we can use the using circular tool also we can use. Different ways we can handle the Windows based pop-ups. Next one, after this, working with send keys method, different scenario how we can use it is working with actions class, then working with JavaScript executor. Up to here, more than 150 examples we are going to discuss. So if you practice up to here, you can able to write the script for any scenario in real time. So after this post completed, what are the questions can be asked in interview? Interview session up to that portion, then case study, assignment. Up to now, what are the topics are covered on those topics? So what type of, so one assignment to cover all those topics, I will going to provide the case study assignment.
So what about Jenkins and GitHub?
Yeah, not yet completed. So I'm saying up to here, it is the case study up to this topic as case study assignment. The Jenkins that is CA tool, which I said earlier is. So after this, we go for the OOPS concepts. Java concepts, part 3. So up to here, whatever knowledge I given, with that you can create the script for any scenario. That only I said it is. But you want to work in organization level. Interview point of okay, you are working in organization level. Every company, when they are going to use any automation tool, some framework they are going to follow. Some framework they are going to follow. Those frameworks you need to understand. Framework means some structure. The structure you want to understand, we should have the knowledge of the OOPS concept. That's it. Before going to the frameworks, I'm explaining the OOPS concept here. So there I'm going to explain class with multiple methods. Class with multiple methods like static method, non-static method, variables in a class. What are the different variables we have? Then this keyword, then method with arguments, method with arguments, then method overloading, sorry, method with arguments, return keyword, then method overloading, method overloading, constructor and its overloading, then inheritance, method overriding, super keyword. So these are the concepts which we are going to discuss in the OOPS concept for us. After that, we discuss about the frameworks in Selenium. We have the different kind of frameworks. First one is modular framework. Second one is phase object model framework. Phase object model framework. Third one is data driven framework. using Apache Py library, Excel sheets, how to work. We are going to discuss. Data driven framework. Then STNG framework. Hybrid. Keyword driven framework. Hybrid keyword driven framework. Next one. Cucumber framework. Like this. After that, we go for the creating reports using log4j properties, using external reports, and working with the Maven, working with the Jenkins. Maven, where we are going to call build management tool, where Jenkins is called continuous integration to CI tool. Working with the Jenkins. GitHub, GitHub. GitHub, GitHub. Then working with the grid. So these are the topics which we are going to cover. Okay. So these all the topics for us. It will take around the 40 days for us to cover this topic. 35 to 40 days. We are going to discuss these concepts. Class timings mostly 5 to 5:30 to 6:30. 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. So who joined newly? Notes will be shared in WhatsApp. In WhatsApp, I will share it. Notes will be shared in WhatsApp. Then recording. So notes I will going to share, but recording sessions not in my hand. The admin is going to take. He will going to give the drive link to you. Recordings also will be shared. Okay. So software will be installed. So I will going to explain to you how to install the software in your system. Notes I will share. I will explain the concepts. So recording sessions also will be provided. So what else? So only thing you have to practice. So attending only class for automation testing. Okay. Automation testing is not like manual testing portion. Manual testing is theory part. Hardly 2 hours or 3 hours you study that is sufficient. Automation testing is important. More you have to practice. Everything is practical orientation. If you are not clear, try. You should watch the recording session, or you have to send the screenshot to me in the WhatsApp. I will give the solution. If it is possible to explain the WhatsApp, I will go and explain it, please. Okay. So this is what we are going to discuss the coming classes. And I said that we have some manual testing portion. The free sessions for the automation testing are only 2 days. So manual testing portion pending is that manual testing class. I will take special class, and that means Friday to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I will take. So I will go. Usually we have 5 days a week. Who join for class are going to be 5 days a week. That is Monday to Friday only. But I have some manual testing portion pending for this batch. So that's why coming Friday, Saturday, Sunday, other timings I will schedule. I will try to take it is manual testing portion. Okay, you don't worry. Try to cooperate because I'm not feeling well. The yesterday also I want to take the session. So due to my throat infection, then taken the class for you. Today also I'm going to stop the session. Anyone have any doubts? Let me know it is. I will clarify. Tomorrow onwards we are going to start the session. Just I want to give the route map for the content what we are going to discuss the coming 35 days of the automation testing. That's I given it is. Okay. So any doubts or for Java, I don't have any previous knowledge. Can we learn from here? Rahul, okay, that's what. Already Java now students. Why I need to explain again Java? It is not required, no. So who doesn't have any idea about the any programming knowledge? So here is the place I'm going to explain the Java class also. Because of like you students only, first of all, I'm not going to take the complete Java for 10 to 12 classes, then automation. Because who don't have the any programming, they are going to get the software where we are going to use this all the cost, why this all the things are we are learning. That's why I divided Java topics into the three sections so that what you learn, which you are going to implement, you are going to implement in the Java it is. Okay. Right. That's what three parts I divided. So that makes easier for you to concentrate, even though you don't have the Java. Supriya, welcome. You can contact that the person number they given. No? Okay. So that is the class for us. So thank you. I'm stopping the session today. Tomorrow continue session.